Guys, before we get into this video, go show me some love. Hit that like button as well as subscribe, because I already know I'm getting a lot of hate on this video, and I'm just making it for you guys, the new fly fishermen out there that are confused and they're wondering what flies to use to catch fish out here on the river. And a lot of fly fishermen are really selfish, so they don't like sharing in any sort of information because they think everything's theirs. So make sure, show me some love, give me a nice comment, send me some pictures of the fish you're catching as well via Instagram, tag me, etc. guys. So anyways, let's jump into it. God, where do I start? Oh my gosh, I got these nymphs, I got whatever the heck these are, I got these fluffy looking things. I don't even know where to start. Guys, fly fishing is so overwhelming if you first get into it with no help, as I did. And there is just so much to learn, so many different names, terms, etc. And I'm going to be kind of sharing you that today, and also what to use to go catch fish right now on your local waters. So starting off, number one, guys, so these are your nymphs. These are the very first form of your flies. So those dry flies, these fluffy guys, land on the water, they lay eggs. Underneath those rocks, those eggs lay until they hatch. They float up in air bubbles, being some of these nymphs, some of these emergers, etc., and they hatch into a dry fly. So some of the trout's most popular feed, if you're not seeing rising fish in your area, are nymphs. So you got anything from a classic egg, you got anything from a classic prince, you might have heard a term, you got stone flies, you got jig streamers, you got kind of everything. Pheasant tail, copper johns. So guys, these are your nymphs, and these are what mostly I'm going to be talking about today. Your dry flies, depending on the river you're fishing, can be extremely good. If you're seeing fish come up and nose the surface, they're probably eating dry flies. Kind of examine the water you're fishing, try to figure out the flies, and throw something that looks very similar to Adam, and you probably will have one of the best experiences of your life. And finally, your streamers. This is just the big meat, guys. This is just where it gets really fun, as well as it can be very frustrating as well. More frustrating than fun, to be honest. But those are your streamers. These are going to imitate any sort of bait fish imitation, leech imitation, sculpin imitation, etc. And those will catch you big fish in your areas, depending on the bait fish in your area. Guys, this is what you're here for. What flies do I use on the Boise River, and I catch a ton of fish, as you have seen in this video so far. I already know, haven't even started fishing, guys, and I just have a feeling we are just going to knock them. High water can be incredible for fishing. These fish have a ton of food getting pushed right down their throats, and they're going to be fat, and they're going to be hungry, and ready for these summer months. So guys, before anything, make sure, go check the description down below. I'm going to both put two links of where I get my flies. One being Thompson Fly Co. Guys, this guy is absolutely incredible. He will custom flies to however you want them. You can name any fly to him, etc. As well as he has a FireFly bundle, which has 6 flies, 2 of each flies that I like. So you got 3 different flies, 2 each, and it's for 6 of them. So if you want that, send him a DM, send him an email. Guys, he's affordable. He's just a kid that loves fly fishing. He's way better than I am, and he makes flies, and he wants to make a business out of it, and I don't blame him. As well as another description in below is my local fly shop I go to. That is TRR Outfitters, guys. I absolutely recommend those guys. They're very helpful. But if you want to support a small business, go hit up Thompson Fly Co, guys. And he is fast as well, very fast. So, guys, the flies I use on the Boise are right here. Alright guys, so I'm going to be starting with these 2 flies in specific. Are some of my favorite flies, and these are some of my favorite flies for big brown trout. Reason being is browns, I don't know why, but they seem to love natural patterns. So I got your right here on the far side. Let me get it with my hands. This guy right here is your hare's ear. So this is a very good nymph. If you go to any fly shop as well as Thompson Fly Co, guys, hare's ear, very good nymph. This works consistently all year round, I find, and it will target you big browns, as well as a bunch of rainbows will eat this as well, but the browns love the natural colors. As for the next fly for nice sized browns, guys, that is a pheasant tail. That is a black head on that pheasant tail. It is a very natural pattern. It works all year round for me, And guys, an absolute fantastic fly. I would be, when you go into the fly shops, I would be looking for any of these flies from a 16 all the way down to a 20. 18 being that money, that 16, that good size, and sometimes when the fish are real picky, you might have to go real small, but that is your pheasant tail. This guy is by far my favorite fly on the Boise River, period. This is a pheasant tail as well, but as you can see, it's a jig head, so the eye sits on the top, and that fly floats completely straight down that river, and it has a bunch of hackle around the head. It slicks back in the water. This has been probably the majority of the fish I will be catching today are going to be on this. It just always works for me. Fantastic fly. That is a jigged pheasant tail. All right, guys, 2 more flies that I have great success on. These are all nymphs so far. As you can tell, they all have beads on the heads. I always buy flies with beads on their heads. I love them because they sink fast, they get you straight to the bottom, and that's where those fish are feeding when they're eating nymphs. They're eating off those rocks, anything tumbling off those rocks. The top fly, that is a copper john. The bottom fly is a midge. Both of those I typically run a lot smaller, and you can get them in any colors. That being, I have them both in red here because I love the red patterns, but you can get them in black, you can get them in copper, you can get them in brown. You name it, I just really like the red. I love flash. Give me some flash, and we're talking. No need to roast me in the comments, guys, but you can probably tell what that is. And yes, it does work. It absolutely works. That's a tungsten head on that, and that is a worm. And it is one of those worms that's real squishy. I don't know what you call them, but it's just a squishy worm. And guys, if you have a rainy day, murky water, cloudy conditions, guys, throw a freaking worm. Just do it. I know you can roast me in the comments, but damn, these things work. All right, guys, and the last nymph I'm gonna be talking about right here, one of my favorites as well, that is a rainbow warrior. I don't have the other fly that I wanted to show you guys as well, and being my top 3 flies. That's because I lose them all the time on nice sized fish. I would say by far my top 3 are the jigged pheasant tail, rainbow warrior, and an olive bullet, guys. Those flies are absolute killers. Go into any fly shop, DM right now, go down, DM Thompson Fly Co., ask for the fly fishing FireFly bundle, or ask him for the 3 flies I just named. And guys, you are gonna be set. You're gonna be on the fish on the Boise River. Well, guys, now that you got those flies, let's get on the river and let's go catch some fish. And those are just the nymphs, guys. I will get into streamers a little later in this video, so if you're curious on that, hang out, watch me catch some fish. Wow, there goes a bunch of geese. Or skip right onto the streamer section, and we'll be talking some streamers as well. But yeah, let's do it. There it is, guys. First fish of the day, and it looks like an actually really decent fish. Let's see if we can get this guy landed. Oh no, feels like he popped off. Nope. Oh, heads up, Ado. Good one. Oh, nice bow, guys. Check this out. Let's see if we can get him in the net. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Right there on that pheasant tail like I was talking about. Those jig hooks, guys, always get them right on the top of the mouth too. And I mean, just a perfect hook set. Flashback on that pheasant tail as well. And that is a beautiful, fat runoff fish. All right, guys, wet in the hands. Check that out. Just a beautiful rainbow, awesome spots. Darts off. Thanks, fish. There it is again, guys. Check that out. Next cast. We're on another fish. Nice little rainbow. Jumping right at my feet here. Literally the next cast. I'm not even kidding you. Oh, so cool. Let's get him up here. And guys, on that pheasant tail again. I'm not even kidding. Guys, that pheasant tail is an absolute killer on the river. Go get you some jig hooks. See ya, Bo. Awesome. Let's see if we can do it again. That was right after that cast of that bow. And when you find them and you're using the right flies, you will catch your fish. All right, guys, so I want to mention as well, this is my setup. It's a 5-weight. It's actually not a Euro rod, but you can see the Euro line I'm using. And basically, I would 110% recommend, I say it in all my videos, and I cannot say it enough, but I would 110% recommend Euro nymphing, including when you're throwing these nymphs like I'm talking about. Pick up a Euro setup. It is very cheap. You can throw it on the rod you have now. Go watch some of my videos on how to Euro nymph, and it should walk you through how the Euro nymph, and now you have the flies you should be using. Add them together in this fast current, in the slow current, whatever you guys are fishing, you're gonna catch the fish. So just give it a shot. I want to see some pictures as well. Make sure to send your pictures of the fish you catch to me on Instagram. You can tag me in your posts, whatever, DM me, even just comment below, guys. So, all right, let's get to it. Oh, there it is. Check that out, guys. Another rainbow. That's why you always hook set out. If you guys have watched my Euro nymphing video in the past, I talk about make sure the hook set when you pull out. And it'll sometimes imitate that fly emerging. And what happens is that fish will just jump out at it and go to eat it like it's an emerging bug. And what do you know, guys? Same fly. Another one on that pheasant tail, even covered in weeds right there. That fish was still munching it. So fun. Guys, I'm not kidding you. You can get 40, 50 fish days on a Euro setup if you have a whole day to fish. Nice. See you, buddy. Oh, yeah. He's coming right at me, guys. Oh, check that out. So cool. He literally ate that on the surface. Nice rainbow. Nice rainbow. Oh, come on, buddy. He's working his way up. He's coming at that branch. No, 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 no. This current's so heavy, man. Even these small fish put up an amazing fight. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, guys, camera just died, but I literally surfed this fish in the water. So look at that. Beautiful rainbow. Off he goes. Guys, if this is not a good time to tell you to go over to Johnson's Fly Co. right now, email him, go to his Instagram, and pick up the FireFly combo. Guys, go get it. You're gonna get on fish yourself, and it'll be supporting him as well as possibly me. So go get it, guys. Guys, this is not made up. I swear to God. I just finished releasing that fish, and these boys are like, yo, Grant, it's gotta be your flies, bro. It's gotta be your flies. Why aren't we catching fish? Hayden takes one cast, I swear to God. One cast, he's like, oh, I had a bite. Next cast, look what happened. Look at this. He caught a fish, one fly. Okay, the other fly popped off, but I swear that fish was on the bottom fly. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. So, Hayden, wait to that, bro. Has that ever happened to you?
Never happened, no.
That's unreal, dude. Gosh dang. 2 flies, 2 fish. They're not giant, but end of the day, that's just incredible. That does not happen often. And guys, I'm not even kidding you. These flies are the secret sauce, and you need to go get them. You want to release your fish, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see if we can get them
both at the same time? Yes, sir. Oh, man. Double fisting these bad boys, huh? Oh! Gosh dang, got some meat in your hand, bro. Let's get it, dude. Heck yeah. Give me some nucks. Shoo! Oh, yeah, baby. That's a decent fish, guys. Unless he's running at me here. Oh gosh, yeah, that's a decent fish. That is a decent fish, guys. He is doubling this 5 weight. Makes you wonder what fly he ate. He's staying down too. Oh, come on, baby. Let's get you up, boy. He ran right at me. I thought he was a smaller fish at first. But realizing it, this is a decent fish. Oh, come on. My heart is pounding. That's a nice fish. That's a real nice fish. You want to net him, Hayden? Hayden got the net. He's coming up. Right here, buddy. Come closer. Walk out. See him right there? Right there. Oh, he's not giant, but he's good. Woo! Heck yeah. That's a thick boy, guys. Right out in that current. Oh, no kidding. Look at that, actually. He must have popped off. I got him all right on the side there. That's crazy. Check that fish out, guys. What a fat spring fish we have on the Boise River, guys. And right now, this time of year with that water coming up, these fish are just so consistent. They have so much feed, so much everything, that they just are all over. And our boy, hey, what's up? He's hooked up into a stick, my boy Drew. All right, guys, let's get a slow-mo. Ah! Well, guys, if you were curious about the streamers, we got a world of streamers in my streamer box right now. Honestly, I definitely prefer nymphing if you want to catch numbers, but streamers will definitely do the trick on some really crappy days, rainy days, overcast, etc. So one of my all-time favorite streamers, let's see if I can find it in here. Right there, guys. Check that streamer out. So actually, that is called the White Gallery on Thompson Fly Co.'s company. If you want some of those, go grab some. Guys, that is just a killer bait fish imitation when you're fishing the Boise. I get hit so many times when I am streamer fishing on this, whether I land them or not, that's a whole nother story. But White Gallery, one of my favorites. On top of that, right there, guys, you've probably heard the name before, Sculpzilla. Super, super heavy. I actually lost an eye dredging bottom with this guy. But Sculpzilla, guys, is another fantastic streamer. Whether you just want to get straight down to the bottom and just absolutely rake. So Sculpzilla, White Gallery, and also your little jig streamers are fantastic. So you can use these Euro nymphing as well, guys. Jig streamers, I do whites, blacks, cloudy conditions, etc. So for streamers, those are definitely some of my favorites. I have a whole bunch of other ones that I could go into as well. Brown trout imitations, I typically do really good for browns on. Rainbow imitations, I use really good for rainbows. And then all these little guys with the funky looking heads like that, those are all Sculpin imitations. And Sculpin are really good if you're fishing the Boise or anywhere where there are Sculpin. So anyways, guys, those are your streamers. Well, guys, I hope this video helps you get on more fish on the Boise River. Guys, there are so many fish in here to catch whenever you're fishing. Runoff, summertime's gonna be incredible. Fall and winter. I mean, just year-round, you'll catch fish on the Boise River. Just go hit it with all the flies I recommended. And you can experiment some for yourself. I mean, in all honesty, there's a bunch of flies I didn't go on today that worked just as good. So just kind of have some fun. Roll rocks, see what kind of bugs are underneath those rocks. Those are probably what those fish are feeding on. Or if you do see rising fish, throw a dry fly at them. See what you can match on the surface. So other than that, guys, best of luck, tight lines.